Hi, I'm Ed Moore, CEO of Coldwell Banker Howard Perry & Walston. I've been asked to do a short video on recruiting and the power broker recruiting system. You know, if you guys are like me, when I first got into this business, I was told if you really want to have a successful real estate office or a successful real estate company, you had to recruit, recruit, recruit. And that seems to be the mantra back then and still today. And the truth is recruiting really is the bottom line to running and building a successful residential real estate company. The fact, though, is that over the years we've been told to recruit, 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 but we've really never been told how. And that's, I think, been problematic in our industry. We know that we're supposed to do it, but we've never really been given the tools. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there. The truth is, you probably have some great recruiting stuff. I know we have some great recruiting stuff. Just about virtually every company in the business has great recruiting stuff, whether they're scripts or they're email drip campaigns or postcards. The problem is no one's ever put it into a system, at least until today. And actually it's been in a system for quite a while. It's called the Power Broker Recruiting System. Power Broker stands for Profits Originate with Effective Recruiting. And basically what Power Broker is about, in the simplest of terms, is taking recruiting from just being an event to making it an ongoing process. Most of us will go on to a recruiting binge or a recruiting drive if we lose a top agent or several agents decide to start their own company, or for a myriad of reasons we may lose some agents and we think to ourselves, oh boy, I better go and start recruiting. The problem with that is that recruiting is just a sometimes thing and it's not something that's taking place all the time. If you really want to build an office, a successful residential real estate office or a company, recruiting has to become a process. And in order for it to become a process, you have to have recruiting systems. And there's only one recruiting system I know of in the industry, and it's the Power Broker Recruiting System, which is why I was asked to make this video today. We're going to be bringing a Power Broker program to your area very soon, and I was asked if I'd talk a little bit about Power Broker. So let me just share a couple of things with you, if I may, what Power Broker can do for you. First of all, Power Broker is about taking all the stuff and making and forming it into a system. A system that basically says who is going to do what and when, how often they're going to do it, and to how many. And put it into a system that legitimately transforms your company into a recruiting machine. Let me give an example of what I mean. The first step of installing a Power Broker recruiting system in your office has to do with self-perpetuating prospecting systems. What that means is to be able to install in your company or your office prospecting systems for recruiting that will take place whether you're there or you're not. In other words, once you install the prospecting systems, they're going to happen automatically, self-perpetuating, until you walk in and say, I don't want to do that anymore. Number two is the purpose of those self-perpetuating prospecting systems for the purpose of generating a constant flow of candidates from which to choose. It's just this simple. If I talk to 2 people this month or 22 people next month, which one of those months do you think I'm going to have the greater chances of finding a good quality candidate or good quality recruit? Obviously, it's the month where I have 22 candidates from which to choose. And the more people I have to talk to, the better I get at selection. So if I can install self-perpetuating recruiting systems that generate a constant flow of candidates from which to choose, I automatically get more agents and better agents because I get to be more selective. The third component of Power Broker is the interview selection process based on core values. But wouldn't it be great if I could sit down with any candidate and every candidate that I talk to about a career in real estate and have 2 or 3 questions are all I need to ask them. Based on their answers, tell me if they're a good fit for my company or they're not. In other words, I can make the recruiting interviewing process take place in about 15 or 20 minutes every time. And in so doing, asking the right questions based on my core values, I can end up getting better recruits each time. So what Power Broker is about, it's about installing self-perpetuating prospecting systems in your office that guarantee you a constant flow of candidates from which to choose. And then the process helps you decide which ones should I choose and which ones should I not choose based on my core values. And we're going to get into a number of other things in the Power Broker system too, like standards. We'll talk about that, recruiting analysis. What really constitutes a recruiting system? 10 specific components that comprise an effective and productive recruiting system. So I hope I've made some sense here today on this video. What I'd just like to share with you is that you'll be getting more information about the Power Broker program coming to your area very shortly. I'd just like you to consider seriously this. If you are genuinely interested in taking your company or your office from recruiting as an event from time to time and transforming your office or your company into a recruiting machine, Power Broker is for you. And the fact of the matter is I can promise you two things. It won't be easy, but it's very simple. And if you install these systems the way they're laid out, I can make you this promise as well. You'll recruit no less than a net gain of 12 sales associates in your office within 1 year. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but when we get to the Power Broker program, I'll show you some numbers that I think will really get your attention just on having a net gain of 12 sales associates in 1 year. So, again, my name is Eb Moore. I'm CEO of Coldwell Banker, Howard Perry & Walson, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the upcoming Power Broker program. Thank you.